Have you ever wondered what the ship in relationship means? It refers to the fact that a relationship can either float or sink. Okay, that isn't entirely true, but it's a useful way to think about the effects of pressure in a relationship. On this episode of Simply Gents, having a woman or girlfriend can be great, but there are a whole bunch of things that can get in the way of feeling content and happy, and one of them is money, moolah, dollar, cheddar, cheese. Oh, guap. Is it the responsibility of a boyfriend to take care of a girlfriend? Is it right to put your girlfriend on a monthly allowance? Well, let's have this chat and meet the guys on Simply Gents.
This is really interesting because he's married. I'm married.
Sort of. He's sort of.
Oh, he's sort of.
Wow.
I don't know about Daro.
I'm single.
Single.
Yeah.
Single
and available.
Single.
He has a girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend.
But I'm single.
But you have a girlfriend.
Yeah, but you have a girlfriend.
Yeah, but
Yep. So now we are where I wanted us to go, because he talks
people are
about.
married, by the way. What way still? Like, what is marriage? Like, is it someone you stay with? Is it someone you are actually co-joined with by some sort of a powerful metal, or you live
I mean, the world's
together?
smallest pair of handcuffs.
Yeah. Or you live together and you
Cooking
then
pots.
are married.
But remember that other time you were telling us about the 3 weeks. Is it 3 weeks or 3 months? Then you're joined together. Whatever you say, you're together. So I think it's just being together. Whether you've got that
Partnership is what I like to call it.
or
'cause
partnership.
it's,
All right, so you were talking about allowance and partnership and all that.
Yeah.
So this guy's single, girlfriends, whatever. Do you guys give your girlfriends girlfriend allowance?
listen, I'm not doing the allowance thing.
Oh.
Like, if we're going out, yeah, I will spoil you if I want to spoil you. But could your expectation could yeah, if you're gonna date me, the allowance, your airtime, yeah, I'm not doing any of that.
Why?
What?
How long have you been single?
Yeah, it's true.
Hashtag just saying.
I don't get the whole girlfriend allowance thing. I'm like, listen, if we start off doing a girlfriend allowance, what if we get married? No shy and no fa. And then who's going to be then giving the allowance? And then if we have kids, so is she going to be getting another man to do the whole allowance thing and she's taking care of my kids? Listen, let's throw the girlfriend allowance thing in the trash. I don't want to hear about it. It doesn't make any sense. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, listen, let's get in the relationship, just meet it, you know what I mean? And then we bring our money together and then, I don't know, then we work it out. Girlfriend allowance? Bro, what language is that? I don't know. But you know, it's when I actually broke up with somebody who was trying to do the allowance thing. And I was like, yo, I'm your boyfriend, not your blesser. Like, I need you. Sometimes you pay for dinner. Sometimes you send me airtime.
How much was she asking for?
his youngsters
So
from, Zam?
she asked me for $40.
A day.
She's like, no, $40 just for the night for her to go out with her friends out of nowhere. And I'm like, listen, I'm down for us to go out and like I'll pick up the bill, whatever it is, but I wouldn't for it. I don't know, maybe it's different. I was just like, you can't just call me and ask me for money. We've been dating for 2 days, by the way. This is day 2. Of course, I had to go $40 for me to go out, quick clips and something. I'm like, what?
Day 2.
Day 2, can you imagine a month in?
I think also the choice of where she wanted to go out to give you an indication. Eh? Anyway,
You didn't say your status, eh?
I don't do girlfriend allowance.
But are you single?
I am single. So I don't do girlfriend allowance.
What if
Under
she
normal
comes
circumstances.
and says, give me $40?
Sure.
I don't go out with my girls.
Sure. That's not an allowance.
Okay.
So you're willing to give them some money, but not an allowance? Or
No,
you
she asked for
GFA
something.
is a
Yeah.
predefined amount of money that is given on a regular basis.
Like what I do.
and like what he does.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I do that.
that's what he does.
Tell us the story. Tell us the story. Tell us the story.
It's difficult to say, but
Anska memory kat kake it's very.
okay, this is I was actually now is one situation. It's not like I wanted it, but so I started dating this chick. It's been what 8 months now, and there's a time when she's like, I know. She started saying stories. Someone is owing my money. He hasn't paid up, so I need some money. I need 200 for this, that. Then I picked it up. She's actually asking for $200. So I was like, okay, I can help you. Maybe in a week, I'll give you the 200. So that's how it started. So eventually I started noticing, okay, it's actually $200 every 2 weeks, or 400 per month, or $100 a week.
So you started budgeting
Yeah,
for $400 a month.
exactly. If you really love someone, you gotta be there for them. You gotta be there through it all, whether it be through helping financially or just being there. So emotionally, spiritually, but most of it, you gotta be there financially because it's easier. Even communication becomes better.
But guys, if I ask this, what is the point of having a woman that you're not keeping if she's yours? There must be surely something that you
What,
commit
she better
to.
be yours,
Because
you're paying for her.
idea ke kujika mahara kakazara. Why but?
Kujika Mahara,
was
what do you
gonna-
no, what do you
No,
mean?
take care
Because
of the lady,
I
take care of
thought
the lady.
you were
Take
talking
care of
about
the
a
lady.
partnership.
Yeah, that's the partnership.
You have to give
You're talking
something
about your ownership.
and you get
That's the
something.
partnership. guys.
Yagwe ownership, you're
We're-
paying
we're-
for something.
Yeah.
No. We are oriented differently, maybe, but I would like to believe that all of us here believe that we are providers, right? So he may not have a girlfriend allowance, but he definitely has an allowance that goes to take care of his children and his baby mama, right?
Ex-wife,
That is ex-
not baby mom.
Baby mama. Ex-wife. Yeah.
Get it right, man.
My former roommate.
Of 10 years.
Your former partner.
Okay, yeah. So you will send that to his, the co-parent. Isn't that an allowance? It is, right?
Yeah.
So why would you not extend it to the current person also? Because they have needs. Most times we date people, or we are with people, we are co-joined with people who don't necessarily earn as much as we do, right? So our job generally is to also try and provide.
I will pick
Unless-
up on Sammy.
Yeah.
So if she earns more than you, should you get a boyfriend allowance?
Of course.
Never.
No,
I agree.
Unless you're a Ben 10.
Yes.
Unless you're a Ben 10 and pretty boy like you. Huh?
Ben 10.
I've got it away with it.
Do you give your wife money?
Wow. Let me pick it up from what
Yeah, I
you
wanna
were
ask
saying.
you, do you
Yeah. Because we are in a partnership.
Yes.
We pool our resources together.
Do you give your wife money?
I'm coming there, Sam. I'm coming there. So in our household, she's like the Minister of Finance.
2%.
That's what we agreed. So whenever I want money to go out, I need fuel, whatever I need, I have to talk to her.
Professor Linda Mtuli.
Guys.
That's our agreement.
That
in our
Makes sense to me,
partnership.
though.
Guys.
Yeah.
No.
no.
Now you've gone to another extreme. He's on one extreme, you're on another
No.
extreme.
Here's
I'm
what-
worried
here's what-
about you gentlemen.
No,
here.
here's what I've learned, Zam. I've been married before, I've divorced, right? And I've gotten into a serious relationship, right? What I've learned about money is that it can be a source of, but it's no goal, usually, right? So what you do is, if you want to be transparent, be transparent and start like that. Maybe they pull resources together, it's working for them. But I believe that my money is my money.
Like Musi.
There's
See my money.
Yeah. Yeah. There's money that I'll put on the table to take care of everything that is supposed to be taken care of by me, right? I will not go and ask for fuel money from that same person because I already have it on the side.
Because your money is your money. That's your thing.
That's what happens.
But with a woman, it's her money.
And our
Your money is
Our
our money.
My money is my
Her
money.
money is her money.
yeah.
No, your money is never your money. Your money is always our money with a woman.
Okay.
Yeah?
Please take a look next time.
Well, I guess now.
You proved it, guys.
No,
but you
no.
have to ask for fuel.
Yeah,
You have to ask to go out.
because
Does
this
she
is
ask for fuel
from you?
this is what we agreed.
Does she ask for fuel from you?
No, listen. This is what we remember. What I said. She is the Minister of Finance, so our finance she manages that side.
Is it because you doubt your own ability to take care of your affairs?
No, not really. But I take care of other things around the household.
Once you've asked her for money.
But yeah, if I need to fix a door, if I need to
Sweetie,
fix
please
something,
may I have money to buy some
exactly.
screws.
But then it sounds like you're not asking as in like you're not asking from a position of it's a position of power as well because you're also an equal partner, isn't
Yes.
it? It's not good into kumbro or nyimo once they end up
No, no.
What happens, Howard, if you want to fix something like Zam is saying, and then you just decide to go and get the money from wherever it is at the bank or it's at home somewhere in the safe, you just go and open and go.
I need to
without
tell her first.
telling. What happens?
Because she manages our finances.
Kutriki, Baba, kutriki.
She manages our finances. You guys,
So it goes back to the issue Kodi said, right? Providing,
yeah.
right? Do your matrix. What is it to provide? You got your children, they need to go to school, you know, what schools they want to go to, they've got to eat, they've got to be sorted out in the household, all the simple basic things. Then the household expenses is nothing like saying, here, wifey, here's this amount of money for household expenses. You know what your fuel is, you know what your joy is, what your pension is, etc. But you can still manage and provide by putting pools together. So I suppose girlfriend allowance is much like a provision, like you said.
Definitely is. That's what I believe.
However,
Nice.
the qualifier for me is to say, is the provision to mutual benefit. And it is. So when we're talking about provision in the household, it's to mutual benefit. You're going to provide food and groceries that you're going to
Yes.
eat. So if you are providing groceries and food, which you're going to go to her house and eat. I mean, in the past, you know, I'm a big sport fan. Dated someone that didn't have or didn't have satellite TV at their house, and you're like, okay, let me put satellite TV because when I come here, I'm going to watch it as well, right? So there's mutual benefit as well. Right? You know what? I eat here often. I bought some chicken here, put them in the freezer. When you know, there's that mutual benefit, which is not an automatically assumed. I will get this from you, and if you don't provide it, what happens? I have to ask questions. So if you don't give her the money, what happens? Does she leave
If you don't, of course, there's a tension. Eh?
No booty
it's
for
bad.
you.
It's bad. I pick it up. There's a
That is dangerous, bro. That is
Guys,
Is that what you're trying to be?
guys,
That's real, eh?
There's
a time. Yeah, there's a time we're fighting. Eh?
It's
Actually,
WWE.
she's like, you know what? As a girl, every day it takes money for me to just come see you. Whether it's my makeup, of course, when she's putting makeup, maybe it costs, I don't know, maybe 20 to 30
But
bucks.
isn't the makeup for her? Doesn't she feel looking good?
No, she does that maybe on Saturdays. Then Monday to Friday, it's usually no makeup.
In fact, what's your take on makeup?
I mean, I love the
It's
whole
important.
makeup.
He loves it all.
I love it all.
So you've got no problems paying for that.
No problem at all.
Well, it comes down to the way we were socialized. And then I was brought up in a very different way, where I was taught to be responsible, yes, but not being responsible to the extent of budgeting a certain amount for my girlfriend. When I was dating, yes, I would do things for my girlfriend, but I would do that out of my own desire. Not when my girlfriend comes to me and says, okay, so I need X amount to do A, B, C, D for myself. Look, I've got sisters. And the way I was brought up, my sisters were also brought up the same way. You need to work for your money, but working for your money means you need to be independent. Don't expect the next person to do things for you. Otherwise, they'll take advantage for you or of you because of the certain things they'll be doing for you.
My point really, I've made it, Sam. I think what is critical is for you to understand that I am with someone else's child. They need certain things in their life.
But umfazi wakho, eh?
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
That girlfriend, at that point, Sam,
Umuntu wakho.
umuntu wakho. Because there's no point in you catching her cheating on you. And then you're now asking, Ko, He's like, yeah, but Howard was giving me
So, but let me ask you a simple question.
He's like, Howard was
So
giving me
let's say, if you're a guy who's earning $150 a week, $150 a month, what kind of girlfriend allowance are you meant to be providing?
Yeah.
Within your means, my brother, within your means, by all means possible, it is your duty to provide for the
So
food.
even $10 per pair.
It is your duty. Whether it's $5, whether it's what, baby. This is what I am. But in I care for you. Whatever this $5 can do for you.
Let me tell you.
Guy, sorry, Zam.
Go ahead.
I'm having trouble
Even me, I'm
with this because yes, naturally, as men, we're supposed to be providers.
Right.
That I understand. Hence, I was telling you my story that yes, we pool resources together, but sometimes the missus says, okay, we need this. And I have to run around because I am the man. Beyond whatever we have pulled together. Yes. I will have to run around because I am the man. But issue yakwe multiple girlfriend, boyfriend, like in this instance, Imano.
Imagine what you said the other time before you finish. You said you can't be horny and be broke.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't be on
The guy who did one with the $40.
So, Brad, you summarized it to me perfectly. He said to me one day, he says, Chia, I don't pay scholarships anymore. Right?
I'm done.
I'm done. So, I think the fundamental essence, provision is a good thing. Right? Taking care of your person is a good thing. But the expectation that there should be something to do on a regular basis and the absence thereof means
That doesn't make
Because
sense.
now
what if you had a bad month?
Exactly.
What if you have a bad month?
Yeah.
What if you decided to invest some money into jealousy?
Why do we date them? Why do we date in the first place?
Because you're horny.
No.
It's about creatures. We are social creatures, right?
That's what I'm
We want to
saying.
cultivate
You socialize, right?
interaction,
So you socialize, right? You
yes.
interact, right?
Yeah.
So you have to interact when there is a challenge.
Gomali.
Yeah, can I find a challenge?
Interact with money.
Hapana beg one. And also, this is not something that you do to someone that you've met 2 days. You know what I mean? True.
No.
How long did it take you? How many months? 1 month? 2 months?
Yeah, a month.
You see, that's 1 month. In 1 month, he's paying girlfriend allowance.
Even that is ludicrous
Let
itself.
me ask you a question. Have you never met a girl in Sim? Take a number. Then the next day, hey Godfrey, how are you? So I've got a challenge, right? I'm looking for some money for this XYZ. Day one.
True.
Day one,
Then they're
fun.
not worth it, boss.
Huh?
They're not worth it. Kick them out.
Day one.
That's like 60%.
Wait, but is it not attractive a woman who can support herself?
I love that. I go for
Yes.
that. I love that.
In any what I want from what he's saying, look, Chanda Sangana Newe, obviously you're doing your own things.
Yeah.
And is it, let me come in and do things when I want to.
Yes.
So Howard, you make your point on makeup, right?
Yeah.
I think makeup allowance and girlfriend allowance are very similar for Zimbabwean women. Right? Makeup, people are trying to change themselves completely. When makeup should just be an accessory. Right? Girlfriend allowance should be, if anything.
I know.
If someone gives you money, it should be a compliment, right? Like, there's nothing worse than trying to hugging someone and they're doing this because they know that if they hug you, half their face will stay on your
Yeah.
shirt.
Imagine even look at the colors that I'm wearing.
That's a nice suit, my man.
Thank you.
Good.
Our colors.
Yeah, pastel, baby. But so in the same way, if a woman's got her own things, all you can do is come and compliment. But you mustn't be there
Exactly.
like you are
You're
a
supposed to stay in a
JCB
mindset.
digger.
Yeah.
You're going like this. Huh?
Like they come into the relationship expecting you to carry
I
all
don't
the
know.
burden. No.
It doesn't make
You've been in the
sense.
gym, I see this, huh? Biceps and stuff.
Yes, you're avoiding a point.
He knows it. You know, this women. You who asked the question about women that can provide what
I did, yeah, that was my point.
I'm attracted to such people, right? That is why you asked me, have you ever gotten boyfriend allowance at some point in your life? Yeah, I have. You know why?
So was
Because
this-
I have somebody who stays stable, and I am in a bad position
Was it
financially.
was
they
it
can
boyfriend
that's-
allowance for you?
How long did it last, and was it a particular figure on a regular basis?
It was a particular figure on a regular
But
basis.
this was particular circumstances. Because
Would
you're
you
down
have
and out.
stayed if the
I
money
was
wasn't
down and out, I
there?
had no contract in cricket.
Would you have stayed if the money wasn't there?
Say that again?
If there was no money, no allowance, would you have stayed with her?
Yeah, I would. Because she was a nice
It's
person.
different.
Were you working for the money?
I bet you were. I bet he was. I bet he was.
Paid for the work I did.
I also got in a situation where I was getting some allowance, but it wasn't really an allowance. It was a situation where I had to say, baby, you know what? I was dating this chick, she was in Australia, so distance. So I'm like, my data.
Gang in
That's
the
all
Western
you need.
Union.
What a minute. But that was my first time. So you'll be like, no, I need about 2,000, you know what? You'll be saying these stories. And then next thing you'll find 2 a.m. $400.
Wow.
So she ended up
How did you feel the first time you got it?
You didn't have to. You know how it is.
Next month you're like, so when is it coming?
So I got it for 2 months.
Imagine.
Yeah, I ended up like $800.
So Howard, if
Wow.
this was to be turned around, right, and in your household you didn't have anything, and the missus decided to say, okay, this is what we're earning, but I know you're a guy, you gotta be out there, you're gonna go and get your hair cut, you're gonna need some fuel and stuff that you can't really go every day and ask for, right? And she puts a figure for you. Say, Daddy, when I tamba need 200, you cannot need $2,000 every month. Would that make you comfortable, or would it make you feel like now change it baby?
As a man, you always feel like you always feel like a burden. Yeah. So I don't want to put myself in such a situation. Because I was talking about this, because naturally, men, we're supposed to be providers. I know there are certain times when things are not working out, and you have to hustle. Even means you're coming to Zam, I'm coming to you, because yes, there is that 200, or there is that $2,000, but at the end of the day, you need to feel like a man. And being a man means you have to do something. That's for me. But coming back to issue a girlfriend allowance,
Have you ever dated someone who's rich?
I've dated. I've dated before. I've dated
Have you
before.
ever dated someone who's
And
like,
when I was dating, Koti, I don't have to give Manova on Mariman. No.
True.
I come to your house, I open your fridge and I see, okay, I'm sina nyama. Then I decide to bring nyama for you.
Yeah.
Like what's satellite TV. It's not paid for because I'm coming to watch with you. I'll pay for that. But I don't want to be asked to do those things. I need 400. Talk to Shivasokwana. And I remember I had a girlfriend then. I mean, what? Around, yes. So she would actually call. Round. Is it my round? Okay.
The man was scarred. You see. He was having flashbacks. It's deep in his heart, Mama. It's okay, Howard. Safe space. Breathe, my brother. Breathe. Safe space.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you know?
Yes.
So your money,
So let me give you a contrast. Dating a lady, go on a trip to SA. So a friend of mine's got a game lodge, organize a trip, and then so it's a COVID environment. So I say, here's $50. She's like, what's that for? So to go get your test. She looks at me like I'm from a funny planet. Then I was like, here's something to go get this. Here's this. And she was like, why are you giving me this money? For her, it was like, the same way we're talking now. She was like, this is not normal. This is not even touching the iceberg or touching the tip compared to what other people do. Right? She's like, wow, okay. And that's what I'm saying. There are a lot of women out there who are sort of so used to being taken care of themselves. They
Oh yeah.
They don't need it, they don't want it, it confuses them.
I find that very attractive.
Me too.
Extremely.
That's how it should be, but we're here facilitating
you know
So
girlfriend
what,
mathoughts
allowances.
are bagupi now.
Ekuzoita izvozvo.
It's
This is after
men,
experience.
it's men's fault.
It's experience.
It's
man.
men's fault. Because you know what? You don't have to do it. Hi, and that's Zam. Ta, nice and nice phone. Young. Hey, car keys, boom. Hey, what are you drinking? Bang, we buying, spend. You know, I think we've lost the art of charm.
It's not men's fault.
It is men's fault.
No,
completely.
it's Emmanuel's fault.
No, but it's not
Now
the
you're
only
Godfrey's
one.
fault.
We've got to this thing of BFF. Eh? Do you know what BFF
Yeah.
is? Brute financial force.
Oh, wow.
We don't know how to be charming anymore, right? You want to buy someone. So once you bought someone, that's if you've established the benchmark, right?
my
If you want
range speak for
anything,
me.
boom, money, boom, money, boom, money. What's better?
But how about the other side? If you don't do it, someone's gonna do it for you.
Right. And you'll find someone who you don't have to do it for.
Yeah. And chances are, if you're paying her an allowance just a girlfriend, somebody else is doing girlfriend allowance too. Like, how do you know?
So have you ever phoned her phone when you're there? Right?
That is a genius exercise, bro.
And then your number comes up and it says rent. Huh? Then you scroll through, there's hair, there's this.
Yeah.
It's a game, my brother.
It's a
Right?
very tough game, but I think in terms of educating youngsters who are probably watching this, Howard, and thinking, okay, I just got into this world. I'm out of varsity now. I'm working, good job, good salary, and then boom, there's a girl. The question is, to pay or not to pay?
There is levels to what we do. I think each and every man who's worth their salt will tell you they've done some very dumb things, in the name of keeping a relationship going or in the name of providing. They've bought cars, some houses, lots of stuff. But again, it's about the level. If you've got your $150, like I said, take care of the girl if you must take care of her, but it must never be an obligation. It should really come from your heart, and also you viewing the need. If there is a need for you to do so, then you can take care of the girl.
How you begin is how you will continue and how
Yeah.
you end.
Yeah.
Right?
So what would be the
So whatever-
advice then to that youngster who's just starting in this life and
Don't-
saying, oh, look,
Quote is simple. Don't live a champagne lifestyle on a beer budget.
what
What if you love the girl?
And she loves
Yeah.
your money.
Just love
Not
the girl.
money. She
Love
loves
the
the
girl.
whole package.
The whole package.
After 1 month.
As in,
After 1
you're
month.
supposed to be the provider.
After 1 month.
And Darrow's
After 1 month.
Yeah,
It's
because
after 2
because
days.
The ex-boyfriend was doing that, so now you're feeling that.
Baby, Inland, Kwani says.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not my brand.
So you're gonna let it go?
You need to
Yeah, let
declare.
her go.
Man, you need to declare.
Let her go.
At the beginning.
Shall we check
I-
it?
This
I-
is-
If she
I
really
wish I could
likes
show
you,
you pictures,
if she really likes you,
Show us.
you be like,
Show us.
Let's see.
girl.
What are you paying
can she
for?
go down?
I even took her to Kariba for the festive season.
Show us what you're paying for.
and while you're with
Was
her,
it-
does
was
she
it-
still get allowance?
Of course.
Was it your idea? To go to Caribbean?
They
it
walk
was.
amongst us, Godfrey. They walk amongst us. These men, these heroes, Baba. We do things that some of us could never ever imagine.
We come and we still chow.
Our small friends, small boys.
We come and we still chow. They continue paying.
We are small boys. Let's see.
Just tell me, is she not worth it?
Come on, huh?
Yeah, we see you, player.
We even got a matching tattoo.
Wow, I bet you paid for it too.
Yellow bonzo to the world, my guy. Sure, look at that.
Wow.
One of the cameras can't pick that up. So such a far distance.
Wait, I want to see.
Yeah, you need to
Matching
show them.
tattoos.
Okay, I see.
Because I know good friends who, before
So we can just do the tattoo part. Yeah? Look at that.
I see those
There's no
D&G
faces there.
glasses, bro.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, look at those matching tattoos there.
Oh, it's right here.
boys in love.
Wow. What do you want there?
Let's
see
check
you guys.
after 12 months if
You have to
Emmanuel
work
will
hard.
still be alive and standing.
So dude,
Can I see her?
You have to
dude,
work hard.
you're getting married now.
Can I see
But you've
her?
been married once before. Has she been married?
Yeah.
No, she's not. She's like 25?
Does she want children?
Yeah, she
Are you
does.
gonna have more?
Maybe 2.
Oh yeah, I saw you guys at the
nice.
bar the other day, right?
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
nice. Like, Gem Tree, right?
Nice.
I saw her first before I saw you.
That's
how pretty she is.
Look, even though it's not for us,
Yeah.
let's not judge. Right? You live your life. And ultimately, as we said, life is all about connection and
tattoos are yours.
relationships. Until you have to basically remove them. But I wish you happiness, my guy. No,
I know what
seriously.
you're saying.
No, I do.
No, but
I do. Honest to goodness, really, I do.
All the best.
Yeah, but you gotta work hard.
Yeah, Shanda, man. Shanda.
Working, boy, working.
Umsebenzi kuphela, Chomi,
If
eh?
you don't work, Baba,
We have few.
mavoucher aya.
Wait, so do you think she'll stay if you're not gonna be doing the allowance? Do you think she'll stay?
We've been through that. There's a time when I was like really down. So, yeah, it was a challenge.
But she stayed.
But she stayed.
Yeah, she stayed.
But it was a
Can I
challenge.
tell you one thing? I think you've actually got past that stage. You're probably at that stage where your vibe is more than just the money.
Okay.
And the money's all right. Because if she
good
stayed,
to have.
True.
Yeah.
And that's why I said it's good, man. Lucky for you.
But it was bad.
So, the advice that I would give a youngster is, I guess, almost similar to what Zem, alluded to earlier. To say, whatever it is that you do, the key is to be honest all round. Honest with yourself first of all.
Yes.
So I get paid $100 for this gig that I'm doing. Waitering, what, right? So I get $100 every week or every other 2 weeks. How do I balance this money? And also, again, you have to know your person, right? So you can't just start dating today and then start dishing out money. That's really just irresponsible.
Your name's not John Mangunja.
You know what I mean? Even John cannot do that. You know what I mean? You don't even have the 2% levy that you're collecting.
Because Howard's wife collects that. She's the minister.
So I think I would say it's good for you to first of all self-introspect. Check out your goals. Are they linking? Because this person may not necessarily be the person that you spend your time with or the rest of your life with. If they are, then this is change, or how you make them changes. Just like you this is my wife, I'm set here, it's all good, so she can have access to this money. I'm set, I know she's got access to my funds, right? I'm set. But is he set? Is he sure that this is the person? If he's not sure, then there's no need for you to go and do those things. There's no need for you to even give that allowance.
And over above that, that allowance should be part of your disposable income.
Yes.
Not your primary
I
source.
think that's
right?
key.
Let
That's
it be
key.
something
Yeah.
that's affordable to you, right? So you can't have me now coming to you, gents, and say, guys, I need some money. You know how much I earn, but I'm asking for money. You're like, why you need? No, I need to pay to give my girlfriend out. You laugh at me,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm living beyond my means.
Yeah.
Right? Champagne lifestyle on a beer budget. No matter how yellow and gorgeous she is and matching tattoos you might have,
Can you see now the deep thought?
We're doing your maths, bro. Budget,
That's 2
eh?
months. I was in debt, man.
Debt, eh?
Yeah. Because it's more than just the 400. Remember, it's the day-to-day restaurant life.
Yeah.
Where you eat, now it's different.
So she's flamboyant.
Then 400.
So that's why-
on
This
top
is
of
where you
that.
need friends like Zam, eh? He's got restaurants, he's got bars. Zam,
And thank God for the
We're
$5
coming.
breakfast in Paraya.
As long as you pay me, my guy.
Yeah. The friendship will continue.
It's like $5.
$5,
Chris
yeah,
the
happy there.
Wait, so on top of the girlfriend allowance, we're then also doing dinners, we're buying drinks, we're buying.
Yeah, we're going out. All that.
and then the big
Sure.
question is, what is the allowance for?
Wow. When you're paying for all the
Not
things
for
we're
the
doing
obvious.
together.
Yeah.
It's for the rental.
Yeah.
It's for the Wi-Fi.
Wow.
The
All right,
allowance.
let me
It's
let me
also
call you back
for DSTV.
in a bit. Give me
Okay,
30.
Also
Okay.
partly
Yeah.
groceries. eh?
All right.
Wow.
Actually, no. The whole
Buy
budget.
the
Yeah,
groceries.
of course we buy now.
No, it's not like
This
buying
guy-
directly.
I think you're married already.
I know.
It's just being responsible.
But do you feel pressure?
Of course
Yeah,
he
of
does.
course.
The
There's a lot of
beard is
pressure.
white now.
What are you saying? Look at my beard. What are you saying?
Yeah, are you being pressure for it? How long have you been married for?
9.
9 years.
Years
Good
Wow.
of good pressure.
I don't know about you. What's his story? The grade.
No, why? What cause? Yeah.
No, I'm
'Cause I was
saying
married
he
once.
asked if this guy was under pressure.
Yeah.
I said, of course. Can you look at his grade?
Yeah.
Right?
I said I was married once. That's what I became
Oh.
great when I married.
So this is allergy. This is all allergy.
Right. Messy. Completely.
So you've never been in a position where you feel like you're doing the girlfriend allowance?
Obligation?
Yeah.
No. Desire, will, interest? Absolutely. I mean, some of us have gone extra.
This is
We've
something
done extra.
So is it?
You know what, Howard?
Yeah.
When you asked him the question, the way he answered it, I couldn't help but go to this. I really think at the end of it all, it also depends on the people that you date. Right?
Your dating
So
pool.
I know kujecha. Andika?
Oh, true.
It's you will feel the responsibility on your shoulders.
There's pressure.
Because when you go and pick up this girl, hakuna chokubata kuti. You get it? You are parked outside there, you're coming to pick her up to go to these restaurants that he's talking about, and she's coming out of the house and you know she's looking really good, but her mind is not settled. And that's when she then starts telling you these stories like, but mom's wangu, you know, I guess you know, this and that, right? And with time, you then start saying, okay, you know what, I really like this girl, I enjoy her company, and I know the situation at home is not as good. Then that's when you will feel it on your own.
So the issue that he was
So
raising, he says desire. So desire versus obligation.
Thank you very much. What about?
That becomes an obligation.
No, it doesn't.
Because now you want to hit it.
No.
No.
Because the person is giving. They're
Okay, so
skipping hard, Howard.
let's
They're
take it
skipping hard.
to the next level.
Let me just
Girlfriend
before you
allowance
come
is-
in,
okay.
Zam, sorry, before you come in, this is where I grew up. I grew up in the ghetto, right? So this is me. I've got this girl. I really love this girl. A pretty thing, you know, a yellow too. Really pretty thing. But you know, every time I go to see her, we spend time at home. The mother even allows me to come into the house. You know, they're a bit, you know, but she's a single mom. She's taking care of these girls. There's quite a number of them, right? And you can tell, Kuti, there's actually even nothing for them to offer for me. And I'm not even working at that time. I'm even out of contract at cricket, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking to myself, okay, how do I even help? Right? Then I start helping a little bit, you know, the bit that I can. And I'm so ashamed to say this, but I go home to my mom's house where I live, and I'm like, oh, this pantry is full.
And you go shopping at home.
Carry the plastic bag, take it there. People are happy, and you know what? You know what's the other thing that makes you.
Shame on you, brother.
No. My
I hope your
knows
mother's
about
watching
it.
this.
No, she knows about it. I have to confess because I wanted to tell the story, you know, in my book at some point. So I realized at the end of the day also that even that feeling that maitabasa samaita tinotenda mwanangu even if I'm stealing, you know, the feeling is really good, and you feel like you're part of this establishment or this family. And as a result, people now just look at you like, okay, is he gonna pull that again? Is he gonna bring it again? Until I had to tell the girl that, hey, look, but of course I did it when I was now back full-time contract. I'm now playing cricket properly. I'm getting paid nicely. And I then said, do you know those times when things were really hard? I actually did 1, 2, 3, and that sort of, you know.
Okay.
So
Where's she now?
She's in America.
Living her best life. Without you. So I wanted to ask.
I got another yellow, so I'm okay.
So
You say.
we go, there's degrees and everything, aren't there? Right. So there's stealing from your mother's pantry, to girlfriend allowance, to buying cars, to buying houses.
Exactly.
Oh yes.
Right? So we're just like scraping the surface here. Because there's higher level stuff.
yeah.
I like I said, I'm just taking it from like the lowest of the lowest. You know what I mean?
Guys buy
And then-
cars for women.
and the
Guys
highest
buy
is
houses for women. And this is
the
not the
highest
wife.
is I've bought a car before.
And
You know?
One man's meat is another man's poison. It's just up to you what you choose to do. And ultimately, like we said, relationships are all about building connectivity and connections with one another. And if this is what helps you stabilize and build those connections with your partner, then I'm all for it. Might not be my choice, but if that's what you want to do, go out and do it. Like I said, there's levels. Some guys buy cars, some guys buy houses. At the end of the day, it's all the same thing. So GFO your way, all the way, if that's your choice.
It's a good thing that you have brought this up, the levels and everything. So I've got a friend taking care of the chick, paying rent, buying food, clothes, everything. And this chick was working.
Chick, right?
No, she wasn't. But they broke up. And the guy went back and I want my things. Everything that I did for you. He actually calculated everything. He said, this is how much I gave
Petty.
you.
Then that's not doing it of your own desire. Which is why I'm saying these things must be born of your heart's desire. If it's not born of your heart's desire and you're under pressure, of course you're going to do that. You're going to turn around, you're going to say, I want my money back. And then if you got cheated on or it ended in an acrimonious manner, then it's even more emotional where you're turning around. These things, that's why these things that must be driven by you.
By desire.
Desire, not obligation.
So now, the question that I had asked, if the girl comes to you and says, I need $500 every month.
What for?
For my upkeep.
And what were you doing before me?
Yeah, like where do you work? What do you mean?
What were you doing before me?
Yeah, because this is a problem.
The other guy was doing that.
The other guy.
Yeah.
So you want me?
Go back to the other guy. I think I want to answer you simply, right? It's like I'm not even forced. You know, this place has got beautiful women. I'm not even forced to do that. I must be in a position where I want to do it, and I feel the need to do it, right? Before I am obligated to do it, because the only place where you're obligated to do it is in your situation when you're married.
And you know what the biggest irony is? That someone can ask you for $100 a week, and then make you feel like if you don't, then it's a nation, when you might have even given them more.
Yeah.
Right? Given them more of your own will.
Absolutely.
So for you, is it desire?
Yeah, it's partly desire.
Or you feel
time.
obligated
Partly,
to
but
do that?
largely.
I wasn't used
In
to
fact,
it.
let's go back to the beginning.
You know, it's coming from a point where I wouldn't do it. Yes, I would help him chip in with the other girlfriends, the exes, but actually the wives. But with this one, it was a bit different. When we started, when she started initiating, like asking for some money for hair or for your DSTV or for your rental, that's when I started seeing, okay, she was actually bringing up an argument where she's like, you know what, as a girl, every time you need money for your hair to, not only talking about sanitary pads, talking about not only makeup, but other things like...
My guy.
Bro, you're buying her sanitary pads?
My
I
guy.
know, I'm just giving an example.
Okay.
No, she's orphaned.
Okay.
So to a certain extent, I understand.
I'm sure.
25-year-old orphan.
No, she is orphaned.
I could.
She's still in school.
I could.
No, let the man finish. Let the man finish.
She up for
She's
6.
still in uni.
Cho!
Damn.
Cho!
Brother.
Let them dig even up.
No, let the man finish. Continue.
So actually, I confided to a friend. I told him, I'm having this challenge. This is like 3rd month now. He's like, why? I'm like, I'm struggling now. This is like, apart from the 400, the day-to-day now, because I see you almost every day. So it means we are eating out, we are doing this. So eventually, it knocks me off like maybe $20 a day as well. Something like that. My fuel as well. So, hey, it's a lot. So the guy is like, I know, you should.
What's
'Cause
20 times 30?
Okay, never mind.
My math is poor.
600.
I know, me too.
Oh, you're actually calculating?
Yes.
The more you talk,
Wait, 600. That's not easy.
man,
Not
the
bad.
more you talk, the more my mental arithmetic is telling me that you actually end up spending about $1,000 a month on this woman.
Yeah,
More than
6
that.
plus
400,
4.
eh?
But that's not much, compared to my friend now.
Oh.
So my
Or the
friend,
one you confided in?
yeah. My friend is like, no, what's wrong, man? I can help.
You can take care of his and yours.
Not really.
Can I be his friend too?
Who we are
Can I
confiding
be
in
his
as
friend
well.
This friend of mine now, what
Wow.
he does, even if we miss a chick like in 2
Wow.
weeks, actually can buy an iPhone 13, just like that. So I was like,
That's the
BFF.
DB what? That's the
BFF.
BFF, yeah.
BFF.
I think it's a
Damn,
so that's
bro.
when I
Damn.
learned things are different. So I started to say, okay, if I'm gonna be charming this girl, let me also be there for her. So
Oh, she's chowing me. If I'm chowing her,
Yeah, but
she
see,
must chow me as
I
well.
don't like that.
I really
So,
don't.
so it gives the impression that a relationship is one way. Even when you talk about sex and sexuality,
Yes.
it's just like the man is the only one enjoying the act.
Exactly.
Is it not a
Yeah.
process?
Yeah.
these days, that's how it is.
You need to take care of me.
Dude.
Who's going to take care of me?
So you see,
Yeah,
here's-
no, but I'm taking care
Right,
of you.
So give you a good example, and I have a test that I run. You meet a woman, get along, you vibe. If you're dating a woman, if after 6 months there's nothing that you can see in your house that she's bought you, you shouldn't be with her anymore.
Nesting.
Women like to nest, exactly. Right? Even if a woman doesn't have money, she turn around and said, Howard, Howard, can I have $200? And you'll be like, what for? She says, no, just please trust me, I need $200. And you get home, and she comes, boom, new duvet with a cover. Says, you know, Howard, that duvet that you had, I think is a bit thin, you know? So put it with your own money, but you're gonna love it and appreciate it because it's the thought
Yeah.
that counts. It's the
I like
value,
that.
right? So there you can start to understand. So even if you're giving her, has she ever bought you something with your own money?
Yeah, she has.
Right, you see?
No,
She's better
she's
than
quite
the
okay.
question.
Yeah?
Actually,
And puts things in your house. There's things that in your house that she's bought.
yeah. Actually, 2 months back, she was like,
So you actually have a house, you have a pad where you chill.
yeah.
So why are
She's
you
going
paying
on.
$20 every day for
No, we do.
takeout?
We
She
actually
doesn't cook.
She does. Sometimes she brings.
Just checking, man. I'm not trying. Just checking.
Let's hear his story, man. Stop bullying him. Stop bullying him.
You can go ahead. Man.
Okay, there's a time when, there's a time when she had to come in, and then, hey, okay, move on.
Alrighty then.
So my issue, guys, with this girlfriend allowance,
Yeah.
you do your budgets, your monthly budget. So you actually put aside, you say, okay, this is 400 for rent. This is 400 girlfriend allowance. This is another 400 for things like taking her out, going to places and all that. The studs again.
Oh, it sounds so unsustainable. I'm just trying to figure that out. That's so unsustainable.
Totally unsustainable if you don't have the money.
True that. True that.
Make it.
True
Spend
that.
it. Make it.
But like I
Maybe
said,
these are the big boys I'm sitting with.
Yeah, of course, and also, you know what I mean, like just to wrap it up, I guess, because we really gotta go. Yeah, there's levels to things.
Yeah,
If you
True
can
that.
afford it, by all means, give your girlfriend the allowance. If you can't afford it, do not come here and have a champagne lifestyle on a beer budget, like what the barman says. But I think, all in all, really, just be responsible also. If there is
Yeah.
need for you to take care of certain things with the person that you're living with, we're African. Take care.
I'm into that.
But from a European perspective, I dated a white chick. I needed to pay
Right.
nothing, bruh, nothing. But you know what? When we went out, we got Dutch on everything.
okay.
you talk about that. I dated a girl who dated a German guy.
Before the graying.
No, this is after the grade. And this guy would have an app on his phone, and then they'd go on a trip, and he'd be like, right, the trip is over, you owe me 650 euros. She'd be like, sorry, what? Yeah, we service station, we got fuel for this amount of money,
Yeah.
then at this thing, we ate this food, we did this, you owe me 650
Remember,
euros.
I hung out in Berlin for quite a lengthy time. I know this, and this is so true. Even if, you remember when I asked, do you ever seen a rich woman? Some that will take care of things, but their principle is very basic. Money is something that we both must earn. If we decide to pull it together, then good. If we're going on a trip and it's a $5,000 trip, it's 2.5 a piece, and that's it. No questions.
Speaking of earning money, I'm going to go earn some money. It was
Yeah.
been good. Take it easy,
My
man.
pleasure, James.
Later.
It's a pleasure.